Welcome.
We start
to 102. I'm going to make sure this is recorded this time. So we have a secret podcast now that we've left on the floor for everyone that no one's ever going to see.
We just did this whole
By the way,
podcast.
beer.
Prost. Oh, we gotta say what it is. It's 200. Will. Eastwood Brewing Company 200.
How did you know that?
Because it's deja vu. I feel like we rewinded.
This is awesome.
Like Life is Strange. This is Life is Strange.
Which we'll talk about later.
Oh, God.
So good.
This is great. I feel like I've not drank this before.
So we weren't even drunk. This is a new setup for us, and yeah.
So how are you doing? Say it fast, please.
No, say it slow.
Say it
slow. It's weird because I don't even know like how much time we actually wasted on the last one.
It was like 40 minutes. We had a long time. It
was a good podcast though. I mean, and I ruined it. It's my fault. I take the blame. I take full responsibility. I'm doing great otherwise though. Work's been going good. You know, the Connor, we're trying to sleep train him right now, which is the only bad thing because he's adorable, but he's even more heartbreaking when he's crying.
Sleep training is tough because you're waiting. You gotta get through that.
Well, like
push through the.
Well,
crying.
It's like I gotta go in and you gotta check on him and make sure and just kind of comfort him. And that's what the doctor says anyway. So like when you go in and he's just bawling and he's just looking at you like, "Why you betrayed me?" And just tears coming out of his face and just wipe his tears away and your heart is breaking, and you're like, "Bye now, bye."
For the record, you've slept through most of it.
I did sleep, and that's the best part.
Drink.
And see, this is why this podcast is already better.
Oh, by the way, he is dressed up. I forgot to dress up for this.
I dressed up for rehearsal, though, that's why. You are dressed up, man. You look like you're in your Gryffindor tracksuit.
I have my SpongeBob
with that worst.
I love this
That's
t-shirt.
the worst t-shirt.
I love this t-shirt.
Horrible.
My week was all right. It was a little rocky to start out with. It's picking up.
Like, hey, Rocky, so there's a lot of montages in it?
Yeah, it's a lot of Rhinestone Cowboy.
Yes. I haven't not listened to How Did This Get Made in so long.
Catch up to that, dude. There's a lot of good stuff going on.
Dude.
A lot of good stuff.
It's for reals.
Rhinestone Cowboy is great.
Well, I've been doing the Game Over Greggy show recently. By the way, man, the last episode of Podcast Beyond with Greg Miller and Colin Moriarty is this week, I think. It's 381.
I'll have to take a look.
Yeah. And then they're just going to be doing their own kind of funny games and kind of funny comedy.
See, my problem is I hate when people leave that kind of stuff because I stop watching it. Like, I don't watch...
Well,
I don't listen to one of
them. And they're basically
anymore.
like, you guys should keep watching Podcast Beyond. And I'm like, I kind of watched it for you guys.
Yeah. I agree.
Well, I'll give it a try, though, probably at some point. But it's going to be like Marty Sleva hosting it, and he's cool, he's okay, but he's like...
He's all right. He's the Kurt Loder of IGN,
he basically is. Yeah, sorry, buddy. No offense. You're still
Unless
new.
you watch, then you're our friend.
You don't watch. It's okay.
What do you got, man? Let's go. Let's go.
How are you doing? You didn't say how you're doing.
No, I said I'm good.
That's it. That's all I'm saying.
That's all I'm saying.
So, Matt, we're going to start out with Big Mac special sauce. Oh, yeah. 2 all-bit patties.
Okay, I read this. $23,000 for a bottle of special sauce from Big Mac.
23. So, by the way, for the record, the Big Mac special sauce is easily found on the internet. You can find the
I could also buy like 500 Big Macs for less than that and wipe off the special sauce
and rub them all in your
balls.
balls. Yeah, just put the rest.
And then I have balls and special sauce in the bottle, and it tastes better, and it'd be less.
This is the ingredient match.
Balls.
Paprika.
Oh, yeah, paprika.
We have balls. We have balls. Yeah.
But yeah, you can make this. But I understand it's for charity, but I'm not. That's too rich for my blood. That doesn't make any sense.
Wait, that's not for you then, Jack.
But who is buying $23,000?
I said to myself there, by the way. I said Jack instead of the Jack.
That's good. Who is buying $23,000 bottles? Like Bill Gates?
Yeah.
Why?
Or like Fatty McGee, because he's like, I have a startup and I have all this money to spend.
If you like McDonald's that much, please comment on this podcast so we know that there's people that still like McDonald's that much.
Hey, man,
no.
They're obviously still people that like McDonald's so much because they're all over the place still.
Because they're paying $23,000 for Big Mac sauce.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly. So that's right, guys. No other stories are better than this. You can turn it off right now.
So, yesterday.
This might be turned off right
yesterday
now.
Was Monday.
Nice check again.
Yesterday was Monday. Today is Tuesday. Yesterday, they announced that Tatiana Maslany from Orphan Black, was the lead in the new Star Wars standalone Bounty Hunters movie, which might have Boba Fett in it, but also had a strong female lead in it. Tatiana Maslany, as you know,
female Boba Fett.
We'll get into that in a second. We'll get into that in a second. But Tatiana Maslany is a great actress that is underutilized.
Orphan Black, and she's so good. If you haven't watched Orphan Black, guys, turn off the podcast. Go find this. It's actually, I think it's on Netflix now.
I believe it's on Netflix. Yeah. She's sexy, strong, smart. She's great at what she does.
She plays like 5 different characters, and they're all unique and they're all beautiful.
And they're all great. She's great at what she does.
Awesome.
And so this was announced. Then today they changed it and said, "Nope, it's Felicity Jones." I don't know what happened. I really want to know what happened. Felicity Jones was in stuff.
She's good actress.
She's in something recently that was famous. I don't know. But not
Tatiana Maslany. Jones, maybe?
Bothering the crap out of me that it's not Tatiana Maslany. Because she really deserved this and would have done great in this role. Now, they're like, who is she? What is she playing? Supposedly, as from the mouth of Gareth Edwards, I'm sorry.
The Theory of Everything. Drink.
Oh, thank you. The Theory of Everything. So she was in that the movie with Eddie Redmayne about
I think she played the wife.
The wife, yes, she
Stephen
did.
Hawking's wife.
Stephen Hawking's wife. Thank you. She was in Spider-Man 2 as Betty Brant.
Probably, yeah.
Betty Brant. It's good. Drink. Did
Sure.
we roast?
We roasted, yeah. We roasted.
I'm just making sure.
Roasted on the other one.
Yeah, we roasted on the other one at least,
That's
so
what I'm
it doesn't
saying.
matter. We're fine within 7 years of,
First podcast we didn't roast on.
We roasted at the beginning of the podcast.
Okay, so Felicity Jones, I don't see her as much as a bounty hunter type person, which supposedly, as per Gareth Edwards, when they were talking about Tatiana Maslany possibly playing this, they said, well, she would be a older version of Sabine. Sabine is the Mandalorian now turned bounty hunter. That is in Star Wars Rebels, the animated series it's on right now.
I have an ex-girlfriend with the last name Sabine. I don't like that.
Do you? Yeah. All right. But Sabine she's the one wearing the pink Mandalorian armor because girls wear pink. For breast cancer awareness.
But she also she tags things. Yeah, that's what Mandalorians do. They're warriors that kill and then tag things.
But anyway, she's supposed to be the older version of Sabine, who is now a bounty hunter. And then there's going to be a male counterpart, maybe Boba Fett. And so there's 2 people that were rumored for this. And the one was Aaron Paul. And the other was Edgar Rodriguez, who you've seen and stuff. I can't tell you who he is.
Who has a face
that looks Aaron Paul, obviously in Breaking Bad. He was Jesse in Breaking Bad. And so there'd be...
Yo! Censored.
I'm doing good. I'm over it. No bad words yet. So... We'll see who this is. I'm not as excited about this yet. You got to show me more because now I'm angry. It's just like when Ben Affleck was announced as Batman. But if there was a better person announced as Batman first, then I would have been angry about Ben Affleck.
Who would be the better person that was announced as Batman for you?
French Stewart, obviously.
Hi, I'm Batman. That would be hilarious.
Hey, I'm the Dark Knight. I guard the city from danger. He was in Inspector Gadget 2. Did you know that? Inspector Gadget 2. They made a second one. Live action.
Was Matthew Broderick still in it?
French Stewart was Inspector Gadget.
Wait, how did that work then?
Because it worked because it was a hot bag of garbage that no one saw. That's how it worked.
But was he like, I'm Inspector Gadget's cousin or something like?
No, he's like, I'm Matthew Broderick. I'm playing Matthew Broderick.
Here's my impression. I'm like, oh boy. Okay, by the way, 1 for Miguel and 2 for Mateo on the French Stewart off. So just vote in the comments. It's fine.
Well, that's good. We didn't have a French Stewart off in the last one. So.
In the last... Yeah, see, this is totally better, by the way. This is totally better, for the record. So, Matt, speaking of French Stewart, the Teen Titans comic has been adapted into the Titans for TNT.
So who is French Stewart going to play in this?
A live action. Well, French Stewart is always...
Is it live action, really? I didn't know that. I actually didn't know that. Okay, that's cool.
So it's going to be an ensemble cast, obviously, but they don't have the cast for you.
I thought it was a cartoon, so that's good. Okay.
No, this is going to be... I'm not sure if they're grown up or not, either.
I hope they're teens. They are called the Titans. I remember that.
Yeah, that's why I think it's odd.
Okay.
So the cast of the characters, not the cast, that they have so far. Supposedly this is from someone watching a trailer of this, which is weird because I didn't know this is even in development. Okay. But they have Robin parentheses or slash Nightwing because as you stated in the podcast that wasn't recorded, they. they want to have a transition from Robin as breaking away from Batman and then transitioning into the hero Nightwing, which is what Dick Grayson becomes in the comic books. He starts out as Robin and becomes Nightwing. We also have Barbara Gordon,
and in Teen Titans actually he is
Teen Titans.
So Barbara Gordon.
Well, see that's what makes me think that they might be a little older is that they have. Barbara Gordon's character as Oracle, which she was older when she became Oracle. She was like in her late.
But she wasn't Oracle. Supposedly she's not Oracle yet in this.
But also Nightwing is also the adult character of Dick Grayson.
Okay.
Yeah, he was never Nightwing as a kid.
That's true. That's true.
So yeah, Barbara Gordon,
and then all the other bird characters.
Batgirl, if you read the current DC continuity, but she was also in the previous DC continuity. But also in like Birds of Prey and things, she was Oracle, who is a wheelchair-bound like hacker. Basically, she's basically one of the smartest people in the DC universe, and she can do just about anything with computers and things. Which they never really explained how that happens, by the way. But that's okay. I'm okay with that because Barbara Gordon, hot. So they also have Hawk and Dove,
and the Night Dove, yeah.
And Hawk. I said Hawk. I don't know why I said
Hawk.
Hawk and Dove. Hawk and Dove. Hawk. Dove, who are a team from the comics, but are also in this one they're thinking you're going to be like lovers of some sort.
Okay, that could work. They're two birds, so
well, I think they do.
Interracial.
I think in the comics they might have like a relationship,
weird,
but they're basically like not like hero and sidekick, but they kind of make Dove the sidekick in the comic a little bit, at least in the earlier iterations.
And then there's also the Raven.
Rob Liefeld would draw them with pouches all over them and things.
There's the Raven as well. So
or
there's
just
four
Raven.
birds in this team right
just
now.
Raven, not the
4 birds.
Then we have Starfire.
Quote the Raven, nevermore.
Starfire, who is an alien from the Tamarin, the planet Tamarin.
Isn't it a delicious Hispanic fruit?
That's orange, and she's also orange, which is kind of weird. But there's notables that weren't included in this preview of things that this person saw. Cyborg and Animal Man.
Okay.
Two of the big
and
guys.
I'm all right with that. Maybe they'll introduce them in
also
later
the Wonder
episodes.
Girl. Wonder Girl's kind of an awesome character, too.
They got time. Let them in third episode. They bring in Cyborg.
See, the worst thing, though, is that there's so many female characters that have had relationships with Dick Grayson and the Teen Titans, including Wonder Girl, including Barbara Gordon, including Starfire. There's I think if I remember correctly, in Teen Titans there was a thing between him and Raven too, but nothing came to fruition from that.
Dick Grayson's the man.
Yeah,
obviously he's Batman's apprentice. I mean, he's got to be pretty badass.
Sidekick apprentice.
No, he was apprentice. He was his apprentice. He learned all his stuff from Batman. So obviously he's got a little Batman swagger. Bruce Wayne's got some sweet swagger, dude.
Well, in this continuity that they're presenting here, he became Batman eventually.
There you go. He's in,
and they're bringing back some. That's something that's happening in DC Comics right now. They're bringing back the pre-52 and kind of smashing some of it together in some kind of events right now.
DC, stop.
Well, Marvel's doing the same thing too, which they're
going to kill their
time runs out.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that works.
15 seconds of the Daredevil Netflix series was shown online today.
The Man Without Fear.
In anticipation for tomorrow, they're going to put out the whole trailer for the Man Without Fear.
Is it a 2-minute trailer, or did they say?
No, it's 15 seconds, but the trailer's going to be, I think, 2 minutes. And so, yeah.
So tomorrow, but it'll be
so the series is slated to start April 10th.
Maybe I'll link it somewhere in here.
Probably right after the series finale of House of Cards, so I'll be all amped up by then, just like jumping and punching the walls.
Be able to convince Jamie to watch that.
Doing a couple knocks on the table type thing. So I'll be ready for it. Let's do this. Netflix, let's do this. And of course they have a lineup of different people that are going to end up being the Defenders: Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, and
Iron Fist.
Iron Fist, of course. Thank you. Sorry.
That's basically Heroes for Hire.
Heroes for Hire. That's what. Well, it's called. They're called the Defenders as well, I guess. But
yeah, because Heroes for Hire is lame.
But Luke Cage,
almost as lame as
you know
Catman.
who Luke Cage is going to be, right? The dude who plays,
Yes.
who's in the Halo series. I can't remember his name right now.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
This is my thing. Got
Michael.
So
Michael
J. Fox is going to be.
J. Fox.
I'm not going to do a fresh Michael J. Fox. I really want to.
Just shake a lot. Just shake a lot. Yeah, no, it's not gonna be because that'd be the worst casting in history. I think. Hey, I'm playing a really strong black guy and I have brittle bones. Like, no, that's not right.
It's not brittle bones. Nerve issues.
That's right, but he's tiny.
But anyway, Daredevil. It's gonna be. I'm excited about this. It's gonna be. I want to see what they're gonna do.
I just hope they have Rob Zombie do the score.
I'm hoping it's dark. I hope there's some cool music. You hope it's campy, just like campy Daredevil.
Yeah, the yellow suit, yellow and brown.
Yeah, yellow suit. It's like I love Hell's Kitchen. I'm gonna bring hell to Hell's Kitchen.
And do you think that maybe Daredevil thinks his suit's a completely different color? Like he doesn't know. He's blind. Like
he's no clue what they're picking for him.
Like even with his radar sense, you don't see color. So like it's red. It's just polka dots. It's just all pink and polka dots.
That'd be awesome if they did that
like
to
candy
him.
cane stripes. Just so
like they gave him a bonnet, a floral bonnet.
If I was a villain, that's how I would mess with him. I would just make him look. I just emasculate him completely.
With Miguel Terraz as the kingpin, so.
I'm getting that towards.
They got Vincent D'Onofrio.
I'm losing weight.
Vincent D'Onofrio's not that fat. I'm not, but I'm starting.
He may be that fat now, man. He may be that fat. Is that a Fitbit?
No, it's a jawbone, but same thing.
I don't know.
Same thing.
What does it do? What does it do?
It like records your heartbeat and
like send it to your phone.
Tells you how many steps you had and sends your phone. Yeah.
Oh.
But
I want to say this. I didn't. He in the last one. He didn't introduce this thing.
It's all new.
Magic.
I got it for like $30 on Groupon for down from 120 or something.
What?
I was like, all right, I got to do this.
Jawbone.
I got to try to get into shape.
Imagine it's made of an actual jawbone. That'd be awesome.
It's like a whale's
wear
jawbone.
that. You just like wear that.
Or human jawbone.
That's what I'm saying. Like a whale jawbone. That'd be giant. That'd be like a necklace of some sort.
Okay, so let's talk about Superman. You got this on your list too, so.
Okay, sure. You talk about it.
Okay, I thought you were gonna do it because I
didn't. You got a good one last time, so let's just go with it again.
Okay. Superman has a new.
There's enough room on the way, by the way, so it won't go out.
I hope so. If you say it didn't record again, I'm really gonna punch you for real.
No, if it's not, I'm gonna punch myself, dude. That was
so Superman has a new superpower, first time in 50 years or something like that.
Yeah, almost. I think more than 50 years.
It's gone about 50 years.
I think 49 was the last time he had a new power.
So that's a lot of time. So he's got a new superpower coming up. He's been in, which I'm obviously not following the continuity. I'm just kind of reading off of what they're telling me. Ulysses is a character that's very similar to him in that he was abandoned as a baby, brought from his homeworld so he could survive. And
he looks like 10 times douchier though.
He does. He's got stupid hair. I saw that. But he basically him and Superman bond at first because they have a very similar backstory.
Wink.
And then all of a sudden, he's like, I want to kill millions of people, so it's good for you, Superman, right? And he's like, no, I'm not going to do that, bro. And so they have a bro-off.
Not cool, bro.
Where they basically do like an arm wrestling match, and they play 80s music.
So it's like over the top, too.
Yeah, and they play 80s music like, you got the fever! And so like, they're doing that.
Is that an 80s song? I
just made it up.
No, I think it still is. I think it's still
called You Got the Fever by Whitesnake. But
Led Zeppelin will steal that song. They'll go back, and they'll come forward
and then somebody will steal it from Tom Petty, and then he'll get the royalties for it. So,
good for you, Tom Petty.
Tom Petty, he makes the world go round. So he has to fight him now, and so he gets some superpower, and they're calling it the Super Flare. Now, what is the Super Flare?
Oh my God, I have so much Super Flare.
He's like, pizzazz!
Yeah.
No, so what is the Super Flare about, Mike? Do you know?
Well, see, the Super Flare is basically because Superman is like a solar battery. The guy, he absorbs the sun's rays.
Yeah, and Jeff Johns saying
he absorbs
the sun's.
I don't know, like a Christopher Walken there. He absorbs the sun's rays.
It's based on a power that he already has.
That was good. I like the deep. That's
another Christopher Walken. Yeah, I like that. But 1 for his Christopher Walken, 2 for my Christopher Walken. But
just about 1. It's not even worth that. Yes. The deep voice would sound like John Malkovich. You know what I'm saying?
John Malkovich. No.
He thought I could listen.
No, it doesn't.
He basically they think he can expel that energy.
It makes sense.
So he's maybe a giant flash.
Suppose there's also be a costume change of some sort. That is going to be something that's never happened in the continuity before. Yeah, that's what I think. It's just like he's got underwear and legs, just legs shown.
And he has the ass like painted on his chest and body.
And he's got those little ballet slippers instead of boots.
I like that. That's good. That's good. That's good. Get. That's the exclusive. You heard that here first.
His
guys.
costume is all body paint.
Yeah,
it's not even like a costume,
including
anymore.
the Superdong. Not a bad word.
Superdong. That's what this episode's called, actually.
It is now. It is. Damn it.
But we'll see
Too
what
catchy, darn it.
I want to see what happens, even though I'm not reading it. I just kind of want to maybe pick up an episode or two just to see an issue or two. I mean, just see what's going on with it.
I don't, but I'll follow the story.
So you haven't given me a lot of issues in a while, so
maybe because I get everything on my phone now. It's all digital. I told you I'd give you the password for my thing to log in.
He hasn't given it to me yet.
Because I have to remember it. And then send it to you. That's two things.
That's all I got, dude, because my phone's dead. So.
Brandon Routh as the Atom.
Oh, we forgot about that. That's
right. We did forget about
Brandon Routh.
He's got the suit.
This is definitely the final thing we got to do anyway, so.
Because speaking of Superman, see, I should have said that. Because he played Superman in Superman Returns. But he's not playing the Atom in the DC continuity in the live action. He's mostly just a guest star on Arrow and the Flash.
Now he's been a kind of big character on the Arrow season 3.
I haven't watched the Arrow, so
I haven't got there yet. Oh, I like the Arrow. I've seen a couple episodes of it now. I want to watch more, but I'm trying to get Jesse.
You like the Arrow? You like his Arrow?
I like his Wang, obviously, but
Superdong.
But I obviously enjoy the Flash, and this is going to be a third if it comes out, a third offshoot. Or second offshoot, but a third.
I think if they write it in the same way, it could be good. Because obviously, I love the writing of the Flash, and Arrow seems to have good writing as well.
Yeah.
So I mean, if it's the same kind of writing,
Arrow is basically Batman, but I like it. It's good. It's well done. It's the best they can do on CW. Really, it's the best thing I've ever seen.
And the
on
Flash
CW.
is basically Smallville.
They're both very small. They're both. It's better than Smallville. Though.
Yeah.
I love Smallville. I watched Smallville. This is better than Smallville. Because Smallville was super campy. It was super campy, and it was written in the '90s aughts era where. It was basically a 90s written type thing. You know, it was like so campy. It was like watching Lois and Clark almost. I like what they've done with The Flash. They have good characters. They have good actors. They have a lot of good stuff going on. And Arrow's the same way, but Arrow's like, it's darker. It's more Batman-ish. It's the Batman that you can't get on CW.
Except his last name's Queen.
At least it's not Lightning McQueen. You know? Could be. I'm a
car.
I shoot arrows in my car.
I'm all over Queen's car.
I'm Owen Wilson. I shoot arrows.
What's going on right now?
That's one for Mike and two for me, Owen Wilson.
We have so many. Look, see, Matt, and you thought the last one was good.
This is so much better. I'm so glad we did this.
Throwing this away.
My wife's not going to be mad at me for not coming home.
Life is strange, Matt.
Oh, last thing. That's right. Life is strange. Okay, so Mike told me about this game
because I heard about it.
I was like, play this game, and usually when I hear Mike say this, I want to play it, but I've never heard of it, so I didn't know what it was. I just saw this girl on the cover. I was like, okay,
and you got turned on.
I was like, there's two girls, maybe they'll get it on. I don't know what's gonna happen. So, but it's interesting so far. It's by Square Enix. It's with the Evolve engine, so it's really well rendered. It's still got a very Final Fantasy feel based in a real world
situation. If
situation.
It has the Evolve engine, that means there's giant monsters there, right? Like there's giant monsters.
There could be. Dude, there could be. At this point. Who knows?
Cthulhu?
Who knows what's making that tornado thing?
Did you get to fight the Cthulhu when you... Did you play... No, you didn't play the Evolve beta test.
Did you fight Cthulhu?
Yeah, there's a Cthulhu monster. He's awful.
No thanks.
It's awful.
I'm good.
It's like, I'm just going to let you kill me because that's just easier.
Just no thanks.
But
anyway, so basically what the premise of this is, you start off as this character, heroine Max Caulfield. She's just a nobody, basically, that takes pictures.
Heroine is her title. She's not...
She doesn't do heroin. But she takes selfies, which with a Polaroid camera, which annoys me a little bit, actually. But I
like that. It's quaint. It's fun.
It's
retro.
Stupid. Nobody does
retro
that.
Selfie
Nobody
queen.
fucking does that. I'm sorry, I cussed. Damn it! I got so far in.
No one watches this far, anyways.
But I don't like that she takes selfies with poor. It annoys me. So like, oh, she's so retro. Look at her. All right.
What I like about that is it's definitely a style. Like with she takes all pictures, not just selfies. She takes a lot of pictures with a Polaroid.
I sort of get it.
You can take 10 optional pictures.
If you were taking I took a few. I took all
10.
I don't think I took because
I got 2 bronze trophies.
I did get a couple trophies, but I didn't find that bird.
You get one
I didn't find that bird. But
I found that bird. I found him.
But there's like some really hard choices, and basically the premise of this character, Max Caulfield, has this very vivid, weird dream of basically could possibly predict the future of her town being destroyed that she's in. She wakes up and then she finds out she can rewind time for a little bit, probably for about like a minute or two at a time.
Well, like maybe 2 or 3 minutes tops.
Yeah. And so there's a lot of things you can do where it's kind of like a Witchway book with it. You stuck your finger in, which oh crap, I don't like that.
Literally, that's the best option. That's the best description I've heard for that. Yeah, it's like because you can choose something. And then, if you don't like the choice, you can actually go back and choose the other thing. The
nice part is you can go back and see the other choice. Like, I don't like that choice either. I like that first choice better.
What's cool though is you can also pick up objects and then rewind time. So you can like pick up something, and then if you're not in time to use it, you can rewind and still have the object, and then use the object. So like, this is really. I'm not going to spoil much, but there's one part where you have to like hit a fire alarm, and you can't break the glass with your hands, so you have to find something, and there's a hammer on the ground. But if you have to break it in a certain amount of time, so like you have to you pick up the hammer and then you have to rewind time. And
when I first did that, it didn't give me the option to use the hammer.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't.
I had the hammer, but it didn't give me the option to use the hammer.
So you have to rewind after that. Yeah.
I don't know what's going on here. Like, why won't it let me do anything? And I had to rewind it like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
And I kept knocking over the cart, and there's nothing.
Well, also I think there's parts on the PS4 that are a little glitchy.
I think that's what it was. I got like a glitch or something. I'm like, okay. Can I please? I need to use this hammer, please.
Because I had something where like there was something I knew I had to do because I'd done it.
We're not going to spoil it, but yeah.
There's something I'm just saying. I know what to do already. But it glitched and I wouldn't let me do it, and I was like, okay, come on.
There's a part where like it's basically I died, but it like slowed down time.
Well,
like
it did on purpose.
Like, thanks. I didn't have to die. All right.
I wasn't destroyed. Cool.
It was kind of nice, but I like where it's going. I want to see it. I don't want them to explain at all why this is happening. I don't want to know. I don't want them to go, well, it's because of Sargasso Sea and there's atoms that do this. I don't want to know. Don't tell me. Don't tell me about the 3-toed statue. I don't want to know any of this.
Maybe it's just a purgatory.
I don't want to know any of it. Just let me. This could be all a dream and upon a dream inception. I don't know. I don't care. I just want to play it. Just let me play it, please.
Yeah, and I think that, like you said, you didn't like some of the voice acting.
I'm all right with you said you didn't like Chloe's acting.
Well, no, I just thought it was a little cliched.
I knew that was going to happen because of Square Enix, and they're doing like Japanese to English translation. I think for most of it.
And what you could if you read the credits at the end, there was a translation for the screen.
I expected that. That's why the voiceover wasn't.
I don't think it was Japanese to English. I really think it was some kind of Eastern European language.
Well, you could definitely see that there was like in the lip reading of it. There's not like a correct voiceover translation. But if you don't look into that as much and you know that's going to happen, you're all right.
See, one of the things that. The review I read, and also I noticed, was at one point you tell an authority figure something very important, and he's just like, "Oh, thanks." And it's like something that you're like, "No, this is something that he should be more surprised by."
It completely blew me off.
Yeah, and then you're like, "What? That doesn't make any sense." It would at least act like I would tell him something important.
And I wanted to go back and be like, lie to him, but I was like, that probably won't do anything either.
Yeah, which is cool because like the character you play, Max. Well, actually,
she's a girl, Max.
Maxine. She will actually like when you make a choice, she'll actually maybe you should have made the other choice. And you're like, maybe I should make the other choice.
And then you go back and look at it. But the thing is, the cool thing is, you go back and look at both choices and be like, no, but I like the first one better.
Yeah. So if you want to,
I went back and played it twice.
It adds a lot of experience.
I went back and played it twice. I'm like, oh, maybe I make the other choice because I didn't make this choice before. And I'm like, nope, I like the first choice better. I went back and did it again. There's a couple things that changed it. Like I did more of the little side quest things.
You had Daniel sketch you?
Yeah, I had Daniel sketch me.
Or you talked to Evan, you saw his portfolio maybe?
I did, because I took 4 times. I only took twice, luckily, to guess what the guy that he was asking for.
I guessed both of the questions they make you guess.
That's
nice. The first try, both times. I was like, okay, awesome.
I didn't guess the one girl's last name
because they give you random choices and you and you have to basically guess, or you maybe see them someplace in the game. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I just guessed right both times. So I was like, okay,
whatever.
But cool. I a lot of potential for this game. It's $5 right now for the first episode. It's episodic. I think there's 6 episodes.
But you gotta pay $5 for the first episode, then the season pass is 2 through 5.
Yeah, and it's $16.99.
Which was a little annoying, because I bought the season pass first, I'm like, oh, well, let's play! And I'm like, I gotta buy the $5, you're a jerk. You could have just told me the whole thing.
So I'd say try out the first episode, or just wait till it goes on sale somewhere, like on Steam. It'll probably go on sale. Like,
it would be $2 a month or something,
Yeah. I won't go down that. I mean, it'll probably be like
it's $5 right now. But
I mean, for the whole thing.
Okay. Well, I just didn't get it was season pass was 2 through 5.
On Steam, you buy the whole thing.
That was annoying. 2 through 5. I was like, why? Why did you do that to me?
Because
I went to play it, and I'm like, I can't play this right now. What's going on? And I went back and looked, and I'm like, oh, it's 2 through 5.
Yeah, I think actually they were like on their website. They were like, yeah, there's stuff going on with the PS4. We're sorry about that.
I was like, thanks, jerks. But yeah, I paid the extra $5 for it. And it was worth it. It was worth it. I'm ready to play the rest of it. And at this time, I'm ready to play that Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones comes out today, Tuesday. So a couple days ago, as of Friday.
I did not know this, so this is exciting.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, I only saw it was on IGN, so
okay, I'll have to check it out.
I had a review for it, so I was like, oh.
It already hopefully is uploading right now.
See, the worst part is Borderlands Tales from the Borderlands, which came out a week before Game of Thrones, still doesn't have a second episode. I'm just like,
Telltale, what's going on?
I enjoy that so much more than Game of Thrones, so I want to see another episode of that.
I'm waiting for The Walking Dead for next season. So,
season 3, where you play as Clem,
15-year-old Clem. I don't know.
I'm still alive. Like, okay, great.
I'm kicking butt.
Stabbing zombies next.
That's all we got, man.
Hey, we love you guys. Thanks
for
for watching us, and thanks for putting up with our antics for the second time we've done this podcast.
Because you didn't see the first time, we did.
It was terrible, so it's okay that you saw the second one.
Thanks for coming, guys.
Fang Fum. See, he missed the Fang last time.
Stay classy.